Okay, GPS is running. Today we will be surveying the track to Ugíjar, and we start in Válor here at the restaurant El Puente. So we should be going now. We'll be going back with the 2 o'clock bus from Ugíjar, and it's now around 11ish. And it's mainly downhill now. Yes. And that's actually the valley that we will be going to. And this is the actual puente of Válor. But we will follow downhill. I think it's called the Calle Real. Okay, we follow the concrete road down, and then it's called Vereda de Puerto del Lobo. Yeah, there's this greenhouse. Well, still on the Lobo path, a Lobo wolf. Come on, Los Lobos, eh? After about a kilometer, the concrete road takes a sharp right. And actually, when you go to the left, it will bring you back to Válor. But we follow the concrete road. Oh yeah, there you see the other side of Río Válor. So after 1.2 kilometer, the concrete road becomes a dirt road, and you have a lovely view here on Válor. So still the concrete road, and the dirt road here sharp to the right after 1.2 kilometer leads you to Ginny and Terry's place. Okay, here the concrete road really stops, splits into 3. The middle takes you up to the helipad, the left, but we take the right, descending into the Río Válor valley. Okay, the side of the road is one last highest point, a sort of mirador, a beautiful look into the valley. In this bend no one will see you, so you can just unload your rabbit. Yeah, there's more magnificent views into the abyss. Okay, so what I would like to show here is how the path is slowly winding into the valley. We should be there in a few minutes, past the ruin, and then it's basically following the river. So here's a shortcut, but we don't do this today because eventually we need to get there. Now we take the long and winding road. Look how beautiful. Wow. You could film here for hours. That rock formation, you could spend a day here just observing birds. I think that the silver grey stuff they call launa. Okay, so if you're almost in the valley, here is a tricky, because you should take the left dirt road, not the main road. The main road, I guess, leads to the ruin. But follow this dirt. Okay, in hindsight we could have followed the path via the ruin and then descend into the river valley, because here parallel on my right there's a footpath along the, now it's even a track, accessible with 4x4, following the river. So eventually we get to the river here. It's where all the paths join. This is the path we came from, this is another path, and they all join here. There's a Rambla, the actual river, Río Válor. So interesting, I think they are actually wolf tracks, or maybe a very big mastodon, but wolves, they have more these not spread out, and always their front and back paw is in the same trace. You can see, and their trace is always very linear. They don't waste energy. Okay, maybe. Okay, and here it really becomes a narrow path through the bushes, but we still keep the river close to our right. And okay, well, let's see. Maybe we see animals. Sometimes the path descends to the river. It has a more, let's say, pastoral, biblical atmosphere. Yeah. Okay, here starts a tricky bit, because at some point, as indicated in the path, we should cross the river, but it's not very obvious, because there should be a better path at the other side. So yeah, here should be easy enough, and a small path leading to an orchard at the other side. Indeed, on the other side, which is really a trek. So now we have the river Río Válor on our left. So now the path is really good. Yeah, we could have followed the river for a bit and take the path up here and Ugíjar Valley there. But you have a good view here of some olive orchards down there. Guess there are multiple options from here. Okay, so we get into civilized world. Some big mastins over there, but so you have a greenhouse at your left, but the river is still in between. So we're okay here. No gates yet, because that's always a problem. It's suddenly you get in the gate and it's no pasaran. Yeah, so this is what I mean. We're almost there. And then you get into a gate, although it's possible. It's not even locked. So here the Ugíjar joins the River Válor. I'm not sure if I'm on private property and if there will be fierce dogs. Before, but that looks like a public road to me. Okay, let's see. So the road is now parallel to the main road from Válor to Ugíjar. I wonder if we should have been on the other side. Okay, so we basically keep following the river. Avoiding this kind of private property, but it's a small footpath with a joint Río Válor and Ugíjar on your left. So let's see where this leads to. Well, you could walk through the river, but it gets very overgrown. I climbed a little bit up. I keep the river to my left. But it's quite easy going, so staying under the radar. And let's see again. At the end of the fence there's a way to get into the path, going under some trees here. Okay, so following a track here, although there's also a path through the river, you should follow. Still not clear if this is private property I'm walking on. Well, we'll soon find out. So now I walk a bit back, because this sort of indicates private property, and if you map a path, I mean, other people should be able to get through it without any problem. So I will follow basically through the river. There's a path down here, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is the path through the river. It should soon join the footpath. Ah, there it is. Indicado, no? ¿Qué es? Yeah. Amor, Endo del Amor. No. So here the path joins with the footpath coming from Cuesta Vinas. From the right, here at this little bridge. So you could walk back all the way Cuesta Vinas and then back to Válor. That would be a nice round trip. So, let's see, that looks a bit dead end here. Yeah, it's dead end. So the trick from where the path from Cuesta Vinas joins is to keep following the river. Keep the river on your right and walk on the higher ground, not through the river bedding. Apparently, we're still good to go. Now it's actually this path, sharp to the left, where you see something like a red box, bricks, and yeah. So now it should be easy for me. Here you see the rock formations. You also see on the road to Ugíjar. I thought it said no pasarán, but on contrary, this is the Senda del Amor. Love trail. Okay, well, I love this trail. Yeah, you see it's indicated with little hearts to the streets of Ugíjar. This is the SLA 20526. Yeah, that's the last steps through the streets of Ugíjar. It's also good to see something of the back roads here, because here in front of the church in Ugíjar, we're going to have a drink at the King's Bar. The first part's very easy, the valley is quite easy, but then there's a part where you go to brushes. Here's where the trip ends. Bar King, take a refreshment. So it's 7.5 kilometers. Took 2.5 hours, but I took a lot of shooting, photo, and tracking wolves and whatever. Yeah, very doable.